Hi there, and welcome back. It's finally December, the season of joy, togetherness, and magic. But let's be honest, it can also be a little bit of chaos. The winter holidays are fast approaching, and if you're feeling overwhelmed, you're not alone. This time of year is packed with to-do lists. Picking out gifts, planning meals, decorating your space, attending gatherings, and checking in with your friends and family. Boy, I'm just getting tired thinking about it. It can feel like everything is happening at once. And for those of us with ADHD, or even without, it's no surprise that overstimulation and stress creep in. But don't worry, in this video, I'll share some practical tips to help you manage ADHD tendencies during the holidays so that you can focus on what really matters. Let's dive in. Tip one, make lists your best friend. First up, embrace the power of lists. ADHD brains love novelty, but sometimes they struggle with organization. So having a visual guide can help you stay on track. Consider a master holiday list. So write it all down, then break it into categories. Sometimes I do sticky notes, but actually I kind of like whiteboards. You're going to want to do whatever works for you. And what you want to sometimes do in the beginning is like write them all down and then take and mark, put an X around a color, or you can do a highlighter of the colors and then you can redo the list. But use tools that work for you, whether it's a physical notebook, a notes app, or even a whiteboard. I also, when I'm doing that list, is I will cross out things because I then try to figure out what's too much. Okay. If you're like me, you have way too many things on your list than you can possibly do, which brings us to tip two, set time boundaries. Now it's time to talk about time management a little bit. ADHD can make it tricky to gauge how long tasks will take, and setting realistic time boundaries can be a game changer, but it also can be a nightmare. So there's a couple of ways to think about it. Like if you know you've got a block of time, then you're going to want to gauge and set out like, where do I want to be? What do I want to get done? And partway through it, check and see where you're at. See if you were planning on having the whole tree set up in 3 hours, let's say, after the lights all the way on the tree. How are you doing with decorating? Are you putting on tinsel? What else is going on? But you need to pack things up. So you also want to save time because it's going to be helpful for you to get everything back in its boxes or at least put away and back out in the garage when you leave and walk out the door at 4 so you don't come back in going, oh, now I've got to clean all this up. So sometimes having a handy dandy timer is helpful. And that way you don't get mostly in that I don't know phase. So that's important to do, is to keep making forward progress. And don't forget to schedule breaks. Overcommitting or working nonstop can lead to burnout. So give yourself permission to pause, recharge, and please enjoy each moment. Tip three, simplify where you can. It's so easy to overcomplicate things during the holidays, but simplicity is key. So remember that Christmas tree, and you've got lights, and maybe you got a bigger tree, and you can tell you've got some white lights and some colored lights. So maybe this year you're going to want to mingle them and figure out how to put them together, because maybe going out to the store and buying some more lights isn't really going to fit into your time plan. So if you're prone to perfectionism or feeling like you need to do everything, you might want to scale back. Or maybe it's having things be Pinterest perfect. Does that really matter? And whose eyes does it matter? Because what I know is your friends and family want to have you at your best and have you in your fun energy. And when it comes to gifts, you might consider something simple and thoughtful, like creating a special card or making homemade brownies. And when it comes to decorating, remember it's your space and people are coming to see you. So your time and energy matter more than making your place look good. The holidays don't have to be perfect to be special. By keeping things simple, setting boundaries, and focusing on what truly matters, you can navigate the season with less stress and more joy. Thanks so much for watching. And if you found these tips helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more. And also leave a comment on which tip or tips you're going to use this holiday season to make it more magical. So here's to happy holidays. And remember, when you're wired differently, there is hope, there are strategies that work, and you can create a life you love living. Bye for now.